Oh my goodness. Peace, love, and abundance, y'all. This past week has been a lot mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, collectively. And I feel called to just sit down and talk to you about it because at this point, that's all I can do. And I gave y'all my word that I was going to show up no matter what, but I need to be honest and vulnerable and open about what has been going on, not from a place of breakdown, but more so a sense of awareness because living a soft life doesn't mean it's going to be perfect. It doesn't have an aesthetic, it doesn't look a certain way, but it's so important to stay grounded within the chaos, okay? And allow yourself to feel how you feel and see how to navigate those new emotions and those challenges. So let's have a chat, okay? Your girl needs a chat. So grab your tea, grab your wine, grab your shot, grab your blunt, whatever you need. Go ahead and grab it so we can have a real one on one because it's time for a life update. So, first of all, it is your girl, Sister Soul, with two L's, the Cosmic Euphoric Goddess, and the two L stands for Lessons in Love. And if you are new here, welcome. For those of you who have been rocking and rolling with me and cruising with me through the cosmos, welcome back, baby. And I am so grateful to be in front of the screen today. I'm so grateful to have the energy to even get in front of the screen and record and continue to show up for myself, okay? Because this is a part of me showing up for myself and doing it the way I can, okay? Now, this past weekend was a lot, all right? Finding mold in the place, finding mold in my home, going to the hospital, and leaving my apartment, and just a lot of emotional weight. And if you are tapped into the cosmos and you are tuned into all the cosmic shifts that's going on right now, it makes a lot of sense why a lot of things are crashing down, not for me to break down, but essentially so those foundations that weren't built on truth can be restored, and I am very grateful for all that has been brought to my attention this past weekend. um and that's why I want to share it, because I feel like we often like we often sometimes feel that two things can't coexist, two things can't be true. But there are so many truths, there's so many realities, there's so many perceptions. Everything can coexist, all right? And the reason I'm saying that is because you guys know I live a womb led life, and living a womb led life doesn't mean my life is going to be perfect. Me living a soft life doesn't mean I'm not going to have challenges. You know what I mean? It's more so me learning how to give myself that space to feel, to process my emotions, and see how to navigate the challenges that I am facing, and doing it with grace, giving myself grace, doing it with truth, and being honest and vulnerable, and being able to be open about, how I feel, standing up for myself in those moments where it feels scary or it feels hard. So a soft life isn't something that is going to look all perfect and polished, okay? But it is absolutely real, and it is still accessible through every challenge. Now, mold. I don't want to get too deep into everything. I am going to put some videos and stuff. Let me scoot over so you guys can see. I'm going to put some videos and stuff up here, but just to give y'all a backstory, for the past 2 months, I've been getting sick. I've been breaking out. I'm sure you've seen in the past videos, I've had bumps on my face and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that we don't go through breakouts. However, being someone that take care of her body internally and externally, the breakouts and the rashes I was getting wasn't normal, and I thought it was pollen. I even said it in the video. I thought it was the breakouts were from pollen. Comes to find out, me getting sick and me not feeling well was from mold in my house, which made sense because my house had been feeling humid. It had a weird smell, which was very interesting to me because the amount of incense and Palo Santo and natural herbs and things that just in home cooked meals that are cooked in my home, and just cleaning, the smell that we smelled in the house wasn't normal. And I'm so happy that we followed our intuition. I'm so happy I listened to my body. And I just, the whole situation was me listening and allowing myself to be led for real, because we reported wet spots in the room last month and they didn't come check out the apartment until April 9th. All right. When they came to check those wet spots in the wall, there was mold found in our baseboards, right? And he didn't tell me. He told me he was going to leave out of the he left out of the apartment and it's like he needed to get tools. So something just told me to go in the room and check, go in the closet and check. What do he need tools from? What could possibly be wrong? Y'all, I found the mold and it pissed me off so bad. It made me feel so icky because my dresser with my undergarments was on that wall. So that explained why I had been itchy, and y'all, it just was a lot. It was just a lot. And then after he wiped it off and sealed it with the spray, something said, and this was right before I went live, something said, go back in there and check the baseboards again. Y'all, there was mold at the bottom of the baseboards, and I can tell that it was going into the carpet. And I'm just like, absolutely not. This is not okay. And the fact that he didn't take any pictures, he didn't put in a note saying that there was mold in our apartment or anything, let me know that they were doing a half-ass job and that this was way more serious than what it had seemed to be. So that same night, I was like, I can't live in this apartment. Like, I can't stay in here. I can't stay in no space with no mold. I'm already allergic. I'm asthmatic. This makes sense on why it's been hard for me to sleep, why I've been having chest pains, why I've been getting sick, why I've been having headaches. Like, everything just started clicking. And I was just so, so happy that I trusted my intuition, because if I didn't go in that room, I would have never known, y'all. If I did not listen to my gut, I would have never known it was that bad. And I would have still been thinking that, oh, it's just the pollen. Oh, it's nothing serious. So gratitude, gratitude, gratitude to the for the ability to allow myself to be led. Okay. Let's just say that first. All right. And so when I decided to leave the apartment, mind y'all, we sent an email. We sent a very lengthy email letting them know like the apartment was not a place we could stay. And let's just say they gave us a hard time. To the point where I had to go up there to the office and cuss their ass out because my roommate had to go get transported to the hospital. So it was just a lot. And this weekend also showed me a lot based on how much energy I give out in relationships. And I ain't gonna lie, this weekend I didn't feel as much support as I would have wanted to, especially with having health issues and my livelihood being, at jeopardy. Like, it was just, I just felt like I didn't feel supported in a physical way, but my spiritual team definitely was showing up, and that's what I'm going to be grateful for. I ended up did going to the hospital to get checked out. I did have a respiratory infection, and they wanted me to see some specialists. So they they gave me referrals to 3 different specialists, and even on the paper they say make an appointment ASAP. Um, After all of that happened, they did some other illegal stuff that I won't be mentioning because yeah, all of that will be handled. But I just want to let y'all know, like it was a lot. It was a lot going on this weekend. Going into this week, having to throw away all my stuff, and that wasn't even. I don't believe that part was, it didn't sadden me. I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. It was just very overwhelming. Simply because I already knew I was leaving. We were moving out, or the lease over in May. So I was already mentally preparing to move, but not drastically like that, especially with my health being attacked. So it just felt like a whole bunch going on at one time. But I'm so grateful that I was able to be grounded. I'm so grateful to have um a friend and someone somewhere I can lay my head. Because things right now, it is a bit chaotic. It is a bit chaotic, but even through the chaos, like I said, it is so important to remember that things challenges come in life, and it's not about challenges trying to break you or test you. It's more so to reveal where there's misalignment. At a point in life, I was so okay with being everything for everybody, to the point where I forgot that I needed I needed to be poured back into. I was so focused on healing and so excited to show up for other people in such a healthier way that I forgot that I needed to be poured back into. And that was another thing that, was brought to my attention this weekend. So I've taken a step back from a lot of people. Like, I need solitude. I just need to make space for the people who have the capacity to be there for me. And it's not in a way of, it's not, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just accepting. I'm accepting things for what they are. These aren't things that just happen. It's just, it took this situation for me to truly see things at hand. Like, okay, you can't pretend like these things don't bother you no more. You can't be the one to give everything, and then when it's your turn, everybody got excuses, or everybody is okay with giving you the crumbs. That's not even what I believe in. So why would I accept anything less than what I believe? Why would I allow anybody else to treat me any less than I treat myself? And damn sure, why would I allow anybody to treat me any less than I treat them? So that was the emotional weight that came with it. And the fact that I had to get rid of so many things, things I didn't want to get rid of. But it's like one of those things where I know God is going to replace it. Like, I already knew everything was going to work out in my favor. Even right now, bank account look one way, but my faith in how I feel feels another way. And I'm going to lean in on my faith. I'm going to lean in what I know in my heart and my spirit, because I show up every day and I show up as my best. I do my best. I treat people well. I treat myself well. And I have this strong connection to my spirit team, my ancestors, God. There's no way anyone is going to be able to break me. There's not one situation that's going to be able to break me. I may cry, I may have emotions, but emotions come and go. Emotions are teachers. Emotions show us, okay, we don't like when this happened. This makes us uncomfortable. We've outgrown that. My emotions aren't here to attack me. My emotions aren't here to possess me, okay? They taught me and showed me so freaking much, and I appreciate them. And that's why I'm so happy that I was able to come on here and just talk to y'all real quick and let y'all know, like, I am so much more than just this big ball of light. It took a lot for me to get here. And I've expressed that in past videos. I've always been me to my core, but I had to peel back a lot of layers to get to a point where I am I am so comfortable in my skin, to where I don't give a fuck who gotta go. I am so comfortable in my faith to the point where I don't care what this man may say, this woman may say, this post may say, because I know what God said. I know what I feel. I know what I've seen in my vision. I know my strength. I know how I show up for me, for others, for even strangers. So it's like no one can come in my life and take anything with them when they leave, because I am everything. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like for so long, I felt like, to know, when people, especially black women, when you know you are everything, and when you honor yourself and you take care of yourself and you speak up for yourself, that people look down on you for that. People think you're crazy for knowing you deserve better. People think you're crazy and they call you the villain, when you know you deserve so much more out of life, and you actually go out and get it. You actually become the magnet, and you actually believe in God's word, because there's so many people in this world that say, oh yeah, as it is on earth as it is in heaven. Oh, God said overflow this, I will overflow that, but then their actions don't match that. And I feel like this right here, this challenge, this whole transition, this whole reboot, this reset, because that's what it was. It was a reset. It was a whole reset, y'all. But this right here, this moment showed me that, girl, everything that you've been working on, all that internal work, all that spiritual work, all that mental work, all that emotional work, that all that work, that physical work, that all is going to pay off so much more than what you think. Those systems you set up, those routines, those rituals, all that you have done, all that you've done to get to this point right here, you don't even realize that there is so many things that are coming to you that's not even based off of all the work you've done. It's based off the debt, that the stuff that you are owed. I've been taking care of people since I was a jit. 5 years old, changed my first diaper. Started driving when I was around 12. Fighting men, watching domestic violence. I have been a grown ass woman since a child. So now that I'm an adult and I am reparenting my inner child, she knows she is safe. She don't got to worry about if somebody going to take up for her. She don't got to worry about her mom and dad being there for her because she got me now. All right. And that's why living a soft life is so important to me, because I'm not just doing it for me. This is for my whole lineage. I am healing so many women through my womb, through my body, through my creations. This isn't just for me, but yet it starts with me, and I am the center of it all. So I'm going to continue to show up. I'm going to continue to share parts of my life, and I'm going to continue to walk in my light and not dim myself, because this is the time. It is time I choose me without guilt. It is time for me to show up and not feel ashamed for showing up and thinking it has to look a certain way. It's too many black women in this world that are so ashamed to show up because they are, as soon as you show up and you show out, there's somebody waiting to attack you. There's someone waiting to talk down on you. And the same people that are waiting to talk down on you, the critics, they're not doing shit in their life. And that's why they got so much time to pick yours apart. So, with that being said, I am so happy to be here. I'm so grateful that I am able to stay grounded throughout the chaos and still choose softness, still choose vulnerability, and to be able to ask God, change my situation, but God, don't change my heart. Just fine tune my vision. Allow me to see things for what they are and be accepting to them without feeling resentment, but moving more intentional. I'm just happy, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm very grateful. Like, with all there, I just feel like there's nothing like the song right now is Break My Soul by Beyonce. Like, I feel like that's my life. The song of my week of that just passed is Break My Soul, because you can't break me. My ancestors sent me here for a reason, and I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get the job done. I already started getting the job done, and I'm not letting up. So yeah. But that is all I have for y'all today. Before I go off, I really want y'all to download that womb, remembering the womb PDF. I put that together for us, for the women. I put that together from not only my experience, my wisdom, but the knowledge that I learned through books and the research that I did. Go get that. Not for me, but for you. We can't keep saying we want this, we want that, and ain't taking no steps. That is literally a free PDF made for you to learn about your womb, your body. This may be a man's world, but as a woman, there's no life without us. This is for real, the last thing. I am about to officially start posting on my podcast YouTube. Now, season 3 does not drop until June, which is the 1 year anniversary of Cruise Control Combos with Sister Soull, and I'm so excited. If you guys have not already subscribed to my podcast YouTube, please go ahead and do so. That is linked in my description on my personal YouTube. And if you have not listened to any of the episodes yet, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Love me like you do. La. Okay. No, but go ahead and listen to those. Those are available on all podcast platforms, audio only. But I have a short series coming out, and the first episode actually drops tomorrow on Friday, and I'm super excited. I'm actually about to go ahead and record that as well. It's gonna be called Cruiser Checkpoint, and I look forward to sharing this with y'all. I'm so excited for this new journey, y'all. It's so much to come. There's so much I've been working on already behind the scenes, and I'm still working, I'm still creating while I'm going through this big transition, and I'm in between right now, but I'm doing what I can and I'm not letting up. All right. I love y'all. It's your girl, Sister Soull, with 2 L's, the Cosmic Euphoric Goddess, and the L stands for Lessons in Love. And if you haven't already subscribed, do I even gotta ask you to subscribe? Because if you rocking with me, I'm rolling with you. So what you waiting on, boo? Okay. See y'all in the next video. Mwah, mwah.